Okay, now it's what I call space-time. Space-time means this is a time I'll walk you through both Blackboard and Slack, just browsing both spaces with you, showing the features of each, what you'll find on each, and what we'll be doing on each. So let's start with my beloved Blackboard. And in case you haven't heard the sarcasm in my voice, I hate Blackboard with a passion. Like so much. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I'm not using it for much beyond just a repository of our course materials. So let's get started. When you log into Blackboard, which you already did because you can watch that video, right? You can see the two videos. Hopefully you've watched these two. And then here you'll see what exactly we'll be using Blackboard for. Here you'll see the course syllabus that I sent you already, and these are connected here, are linked here as Google Docs. So in case I need to make any changes in the readings, I can just make that and you can see it right away here. I hardly ever do that in this course because this course has been I took a lot of time to revise it this time, and I don't think I'm gonna change anything in the course. Okay, so these are the course syllabi for both sections, and then after that, as I said in the earlier video, the course is kind of we have 4 modules in each section, but module 3 and 4 will be different for both sides of the course. So module 1 and module 2, these are the same for everybody in the course. The same readings, the same mini assignment, the same everything, the same topics. Starting week 8 or module 3, we will have different requirements, different topics, different readings, different mini assignments for both sections. Even on Slack, we'll have kind of like split spaces as I'm going to show you. Now, let me show you what's there under each module. Basically, you will have this part, like the topic of the module and the weekly readings and topics. This is just copied and pasted from the course syllabus. Nothing big, nothing to worry about, nothing you need to keep track of. Okay? Or, I mean, you don't. It's the same thing in the syllabus, don't get me wrong. And then here you have the readings. If I have the file, I already uploaded it to you here. Some of these are like Kanagaraja, for example, is a book chapter. Silva and Liki again. No, it's an article. So this is basically what you'll see under each module on Blackboard. Whenever we have the mini assignments, the prompt for the mini assignment will be submitted under module 1 or module 2, and of course I'll let you know on Slack or via email. We have now 6140 module 3 and 4, and there will be, actually there are there, but you cannot see them because they are still empty. The readings for 4140 for the undergrad students for both modules, because I was still waiting to tweak some of the readings, especially for module 3. After that, you'll see the course requirements. This is everything that you'll be doing this semester. As I said in the last video about CRRs and discussions, we have the guidelines here. The guidelines are for everybody. Maybe there's some little variation in the guidelines for both graduate and undergraduate students, but I have clear headings for these. Everything else is identical for both sections. Okay, so the Saturday and Sunday deadlines, if you've seen the poll that I'm going to show you in a minute on Slack, these might change if majority of students decide that they want a Thursday, Friday combination rather than Saturday, Sunday combination. After that, we have distinct folders for each side of the course. Each one will have the assignment sheets with details about each of the assignment. My recommendation, is that you download every single document from Blackboard to your computer during week 1. Blackboard is so unreliable. One of the reasons I hate it, it's so unreliable. So don't expect that you can access it anytime, because last semester it was a disaster. We had a lot of time that Blackboard was not accessible. And especially imagine that you want to access the Blackboard for details about the assignment, and the assignment is due in tonight. Or, of course, I don't expect you to do that. But anyway, download all assignments to your computer and maybe add all the due dates and stuff to your calendar so you can stay on top of things. Okay, so you'll see here the 2 large projects. And as I said, the last project will be added after I add the due dates to that. Okay, the same, there is another folder for the undergrad section with the 2 major assignments at the beginning. This will take us on, I think, until the end of March. And then the last project, or maybe the first week of April. And then the last project will be uploaded normally by the second week of the semester. But anyway, this is going to be for April. Now, so you have the videos under Start here, you have the syllabus, you have the readings and structure of each module, and then you have the course requirement. There will be another space here under course requirements called assignment submission. This is where you will submit the assignments to Blackboard the same way you submit assignments for any other course. And then you can check your grades. This is it. This is the only thing you'll be doing on Blackboard this semester. Yay! Because I hate it, and I assume many of you hate it already. So now let's switch to Slack. Slack, as you can see, is it's more like, I don't know how to describe it exactly. It's productivity app. You can connect with, it's like teamwork productivity app. You can connect with your team members, in this case, your classmates. You can communicate, you can send messages, you can discuss, we can do a lot of things. And it's fun, it's intuitive, it's actually more than one student put it in their course evaluation in the fall semester, that it made them feel the connection with their classmates more than they did in some face-to-face classes. So that was a plus for me, because that's the whole point of moving the discussion and conversation outside Blackboard, because Blackboard is so rigid, versus Slack is very lively. You can add videos, you can add emojis, you can add stickers. It's very fun, and you feel like you're just talking in a classroom or talking to your colleagues casually instead of just being so formal or rigid as in Blackboard. Anyway, so this is our space. And instead of forums or boards or whatever, we call them here channels. So I'll have general channels like the one here, Let's Know You. This is the one that you'll introduce yourselves in. And then this one is for questions, or whenever I have a question for you or a poll, like for example, here I'm asking who's graduating this semester? And what's your preference for CRR and discussion due days? Because especially in online classes, many students prefer to have the deadlines on Saturday and Sunday so they can make use of the weekend to catch up on readings and stuff, especially if you have full-time jobs. And I'm fine with that. Some of you may prefer Thursday, Friday. I'll go, of course, by majority. And that's why I asked it here to people. Yay, look at overachievers. Some people already responded here. Okay, when you create your account, please, if you're comfortable with that, please add a photo of yourself so we can, again, like what I did in my introduction, I did the video so we can see each other and we can feel more connection, and we are actually talking to human beings, not bots or avatars or whatever. Okay, so please, again, if you are comfortable with that, if you're not comfortable, don't worry about it. I'm fine with the name. Tips and reminders. As I said earlier, I don't usually send reminders, but sometimes I send a reminder for you to do something, like Contact your professor for the interview about diversity and inclusion statement, for example, okay? So this might be one of the reminders. Or tips, if I want to give you a tip to stay on top of things or on how to complete a specific requirement. After that, we will have channels for our weekly discussion. Week 1, of course, we don't have anything yet. Week 2, and so on and so forth. All you have to do is just come here, type your message. This is my CRR for week 1. Okay, you can make bold, you can make italics. It doesn't have much flexibility with that, but I'm okay with this. You can tag or mention colleagues or me. Like, for example, I wanna see somebody that I know. I don't wanna Yvette, because Yvette took a class with me last semester. Okay, for example, when you're responding to the when you're engaging in the discussion and commenting on each other's work, you can tag each other this way. So Yvette knows that I'm commenting on her post or I'm replying to something she said in her post. And after you said, you just hit enter and that's it. You can, don't worry about that. You can attach files. Any type of files. You can attach PowerPoint presentation, you can attach a video, you can attach an audio recording, an MS Word or a PDF or anything. You can attach any kind of file as if like a regular upload, okay? I don't like attachments very much unless we are doing presentations or something. For the weekly discussion, if you think that your response might be a little bit long and it starts cutting you, Slack cuts you, just mark your response. Thank you, Anna, for that tip from last semester. As 1 and 2, part 1 and part 2, or as we do in tweets, 1/2, 2/2, then we know that your response is coming in 2 sections or in 2 parts. Okay, now I'm gonna delete. You can actually respond to the post. So I have here this, and you can add reactions as if you're on Facebook, if you are on Facebook. Yay! Okay, sometimes I ask you to react to some of my posts just to make sure that you've read them. Okay, you can start a thread and start a private conversation with that person. Okay, you can start it so you can find it easily after that. It's very fun, I'm telling you. Okay, every week I'll be moving the current week up here to start. So it's much easier to find. And then the week after I'll move it and so on and so forth. It's very easy. You can use it you can send me messages. Here you have direct messages. You can send me a direct message. So let's see. Dr. Howard is just learning about Slack, so that's why she's in our class, but she doesn't have anything to do with you guys, don't worry. So I want to send a message to Samantha. Okay, so I start this, I type my message, it goes to her. She's the only one who can see it, like Messenger or text messages. And then when she replies to me, I can reply to her. So we can have a chat, we can have a short conversation, we can have office hour this way. And of course, we can call each other so we can actually engage in a more interactive conversation. You can add a channel for yourself, or if you want to do peer review in some weeks, you can do that. Very easy. It just takes lowercase letters and no spaces, no punctuation marks, nothing. So we can say, for example, Matt, we don't have anybody called Matt in this class, right? So Matt and Sam peer review. It's like hashtags, you see, so you don't have you don't add spaces, you don't add punctuation or anything. And then create channel, and then you can make it private. So if you don't want me to see that, you can just make private. So only the two of you can see what's happening. Or if you are 3 people together reviewing each other's work, you can do it this way. So I don't see it. or anybody else can see it, okay? We used that option last semester for students to do the reflections, and it was so good because we had everything in one space. And then if you want me to see whatever you're doing, you can just add me. You see, I'm gonna, of course, delete this later. It says periods or most punctuation. I don't know what I did. Maybe or maybe because of the, yeah, it shouldn't have any capital letters either. You see, I'm still learning. Create, and then after you create, if you want, like you finished everything and you'd like me to take a look at what you've done or something, you can add me here. Of course, I cannot add myself, but you will be able to add me to that. Okay? It's very interesting. I mean, I really like that. I enjoyed it a lot. Last semester, students enjoyed it, and that's why I decided to use it again. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so you can use it for all types of stuff during the semester. Once after week 7, starting week 8 in module 3, I'll start having different spaces here, different channels for 6140 and 4140 to discuss the different tasks we have that week. Okay, I think it's very easy, very intuitive. I'm sure you'll, I hope you like it as students in my previous semester liked it. And I'll be looking forward to communicating with you on Slack, on Blackboard, via email. And once again, let me wish you an enjoyable course, an enjoyable semester with me in this class, and I'll see you there.